Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. And this is kind of a strange one, kind of an unexpected one for me. I wasn't expecting to do this video, but here we are. Life throws all kinds of curves at you. So anyway, what we got here is another gun. Kind of a funny story behind this because I wasn't even thinking about it, honestly, until today. But what's weird about it is I was thinking about it like 4 or 5 days ago, kind of going through some YouTube videos and things like that, and I ran across the tactical shotgun video, and it was kind of strange because, you know, I remember seeing these last year in Shields, and they were pretty reasonably priced. So I was like, you know what, it'd be kind of cool to have one of those. So 4 or 5 days ago, when I was going through all these videos and stuff, I saw these shotguns. I'm like, man, it'd be cool if I could find one of those. And I started looking at prices and stuff, and there's a lot of nice ones out there. I know Smith & Wesson makes one, and some other companies here in America, but they're all very pricey. I'm sure it's a situation where you're getting what you pay for, but in my situation, this is not something that I'm going to be toting around or using constantly. It's probably just going to sit in the house. I'll take it out and use it. Basically what I got it for was just home defense kind of stuff. You know, maybe down the road in a few years when shit hits the fan, I'll have something that can be used. This here is a shotgun from Hatsan. 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 And this is the Escort shotgun of theirs. Now these come from Turkey. Okay, this is not American made in Turkey, and some of the Turkish firearms haven't had the best reviews. So I was a little bit reluctant until I saw the price on it. The place that I got it from actually had it on sale for $299, regularly like $400. $299, $300 basically. You know, hey, why not? Let's do it. So we ended up getting one, and I'll go ahead and show you what this looks like. Now these are very cool, and it's not your average shotgun. This is a tactical shotgun basically. And here it is. This is the BTS Escort, the BTS12, and here you have it. It's a gas fed, really cool profile on this gun. Pretty space age looking. I'll just set it down here, maybe you can see it. You've got a carrying handle basically here. It's all that polymer. There is a lot of plastic polymer on this gun, but there's also a lot of aluminum. But what makes this so cool is this is the bullpup profile. Now what that means is everything, all the action and everything is behind the shooter's trigger. So everything, all the action is back here behind the trigger. So your barrel and your piston and all that, piston driven system is right up here. But it ejects out the back here, and it loads from the back side here too. So it's got a muzzle brake on it here. It's just a flash hider basically. It may do a little bit of recoil dampness, but I highly doubt it knowing shotguns. But from what I've heard, it's not a bad shooting gun as far as recoil. Now you would think something in this size would be just beating the hell out of you, but like I said, from some of the reviews that I've already seen on this gun, it's not as bad as some of the others. So anyway, I'll just go through some of the little quick features here. This is not really a breakdown of every little nook and cranny of this gun. It's just going to be just kind of running you through some of the things that I've noticed on it. You know, it's not a heavy gun. It's really not. It's most of the weight's in the back, and it's going to get even heavier in the back when you put shells in here in the magazine. But it fits me very well. I can look right down. Your aiming sights are here on this handle. You can actually take this carrying handle off of here. I'll just run you through what all comes in the box. So, got the gun, obviously. The charging handle comes separate. We'll talk about that in a little bit because there's some things that we need to talk about with that. Got a bag of goodies here that comes with it. You'll have a wrench. Come with 2 different chokes here in the box, and then the other one, the modified or whatever, is on the gun itself already with the flute. Full choke, modern choke, and the other one, the lightest one, the biggest pattern. What you got in there? Then you've got some accessory stuff here for mounting some other sight options, which are right here. They're flip ups. So basically you just push on the button here. If I can get it to go. There you go. Kind of like your AR style sights, flip up sights. Okay, and you can take this rail off and actually put these on there if you so choose. But I think it's kind of cool with the handrail on there. Those sights are adjustable. There are up and downs and side to side adjustments on those, on that sight that comes on the rail. So right here on the side you have your side to side or up and down, and then on the back side here you have your side to side. The front is just basically going to be up and down, I think. Yep. Charging handle, you'll have to put that in. One of the things that I have noticed about this charging handle in a lot of the review videos is it's not very dependable. Okay, it just smacks in there in a hole. It's ambidextrous, so you can use it on either side. If you're more used to the AK, then you can put it on the AK side, or if you're left-handed, you put it on the left side, the right side. But the problem that a lot of guys are having with this handle is it will actually come out and hit and go by their face. So not a good deal there, probably depending on what the action's doing at that time. But yeah, that's something that is a problem with these in particular. There have been a lot of reviews on these, some of them mixed, a lot of them mixed. Some guys really love it, some guys hate it. There was a channel that did like a 500 round test on it without cleaning it, anything, oil in it or anything, just right out of the box. And they were having a lot of issues with it feeding and stuff. So I went ahead and broke this thing down. It's very easy to break down. There's a couple videos out there on YouTube that shows you how to break this down. If you want me to do a video like that, I can do that. Just put it in the comments. But very easy to break down. So I got everything cleaned. I got everything oiled up. So the action is very, very nice on it. Trigger pull on it is not bad. It's heavy, obviously, for a shotgun. It's going to be a little bit heavier, but it's a little spongy. But you're not really looking for high accuracy at ranges, you know what I mean? You can get good quality shots off with that trigger, I'm sure. It does have a cheek riser. That cheek riser really is not even usable, in my opinion, because if you run that up, you're looking way over this even. So you right at the bottom, for me anyway, is perfect. And it seems to be the case with a lot of guys that have these. So you got a Picatinny rail here up on the top, all the way across. You've got 2 side Picatinnies for mounting lights or lasers or whatever you want on there. It does come with a shoulder strap attachment, and you also have a quick release attachment here that can be utilized with a sling. The other thing that I did was took out the screws on like the guard. Some guys have had the screws come out on that guard, so I went ahead and took those out and put Loctite on those. So anything that you're afraid that might come loose on here, I would go ahead and take it apart and Loctite those screws, because they're just using basically like a regular Phillips screw. They're not Allen screws. They're not industrial Allen screws, so they're just it's turkey. Okay, they don't have all the cool stuff we got. You'll get 2 mags with this, 5-round magazines. They are metal framed with polymer insert. Yeah, the magazine in there. The nice thing about this is it has a button on the side here for your mag release. Okay. It also has one over here. It's like a switch. Like you just kick it over with your finger or your thumb and it drops that mag. Really cool. Because if you're in the firing position like this, you can come right here without taking your finger off of the, flip that and take it out and do what you gotta do with your left hand and get back in. Like I said, it's nothing that I'm gonna be out. I will probably do some drills with it, you know, just to get some time behind it, get used to it. You always want to get used to your firearms as much as possible if you think it's something that's going to be a self-defense tool. You want to obviously get used to them and know exactly where that gun's hitting. So we'll definitely have to get this out. I was kind of planning on it today, but we're running out of time. So you got two magazines that come with it. So 2 5-round magazines. You can actually get 2-round, 5-round, and 10-round, I think, from this company. Shoulder pad here. Pretty comfortable for me. I'm not real long. I mean, I have long arms, but it's pretty comfortable for me. If you were 6 or 7, you know, 6 foot something, and had longer arms, it may be pretty tight for you. But for a guy that's 5'7", 5'8", it's absolutely perfect size. So yeah, I mean, it's just a tactical shotgun, really. You're not gonna go out and shoot birds and stuff with this, but it's for home defense and tactical use. So, you know, I thought for the price, you couldn't beat it. Even if it is a pile of shit, we aren't out a ton of money. So if it was something that I spent, you know, $700-800 on, then yeah, I'd be a little bit more upset about it. But for $300, I couldn't really pass it up. So you can check these things out, but there's really no need for it. I've seen guys shoot this out to 200 yards. So it is capable of doing some damage at distance too, but this is going to be more close quarters or... and actually, it's been said or rumored that Ukraine was using these, or is using these, to shoot down drones. This is on the battlefield as we speak, and being used to shoot down drones when the Russians are attacking the Ukrainians with the drones. So it has a purpose over there anyway. It does have a really comfortable hand grip on it. It's kind of a rubber coated grip. I would assume it's got a screw on the bottom here that you could take this handle off and probably use another AR handle on this if you wanted to. If that handle is not comfortable for you or it's too small or whatever, you could get a different one to put on there. Something fun that I picked up, and we'll definitely get it out and have to put some rounds through it and test it out and see if we have the problems. I know there was a first gen of this thing a few years ago that didn't do real well. They upgraded some things and did some things to them to make them better. So hopefully we don't have any problems with this. So we'll get this out here and run some rounds through it and let you see it in action. So stay tuned for that. As you can see here, the first thing I'm worried about, and I've seen this on a lot of videos, is this charging handle flying out. So I put some yellow paint on this just so I can hopefully see it in the grass if it comes flying out. So that's one of the downsides to this gun. The other thing is it seems to be jamming up on guys a lot, but from what I've seen, a lot of these guys and a lot of the videos that they're having problems with or issues with is, I don't think they're just taking the gun out of the box and shooting it. They're not taking it apart, cleaning it, and putting good gun oil in it. So I'm hoping that the action's a lot nicer than it was when it came out of the box. Fingers crossed that we got a good one here. It's just like, you know, these are Turkish guns, so they don't have the standards that American-made guns might have. But yeah, I mean, any firearm from any company you could have issues with. SIG's had issues. Remington, I'm sure, has had issues. Ruger, you name it. They've all had issues with their guns, but this one in particular seems to have some charging issues, getting rid of rounds. So we've got 2 5-round. What I'm going to be shooting today is a 2 3/4, and I believe this is like a 5-shot 2 3/4. Now, one of the things that I did notice, and I think this might be some of the problem with the misloads and not extracting the shell, is when I was putting these shells in, they were like kicking forward because the brass wasn't allow it to seat all the way in. So I was having to kind of finagle those to the back side of the magazine. So that may be some of the reasons why some of these guys are having some issues with this feeding. I'm not saying that's exactly what it is, but it'd be something to look into. You know, I may load one up real quick and just slap it in and see if it functions right. If not, then we'll go back to putting those in. And the other thing is, I've had 5 rounds in each of these for, 20 hours or so. So that's kind of, loosened up that spring a little bit, maybe. Taking some of the stickiness out of it, maybe. I don't know, but I'm sure, you can take these clips apart and clean all that inside out. So maybe that's an issue too. Or maybe they're just getting that one off the line that's just not put together right. You never know. So anyway, I'm gonna get all my stuff together here. We got a lot of stuff. I forgot my tripod for my camera. I'm constantly forgetting that thing. It was upstairs in my room where I do my videos. I was doing the opening video for the BTS here, and forgot it upstairs this morning when I took off. So no big deal. We'll make it work, but I'm gonna go ahead and put one of my old cardboards up here, and we'll put a target on it, and I want to see if I can get this thing sighted in pretty good. So here we have the bullpup, and we're going to put our first rounds through it, and we're going to hope for the best. I kind of want to be somewhere where I can find this charging handle if it comes out. I did kind of groove out the grooves a little bit better on it, so hopefully that will help it seat. There's a little ball bearing in there with a spring behind it that puts tension on that little handle, and a lot of guys are having problems with that flying out. So I kind of took a Dremel tool and just kind of deepened that just a little bit, rounded it out. So hopefully that's going to help keep that charging handle in there. But we'll see. 5-round magazine. Oops. Okay, it's seated. Got one in the chamber. All right. We're going to run it all the way to the top and see where that hits. Here we go, first shot out of the bullpup, the Escort BTS12. Okay, and it ejected fine. I'll put this on safe, and I'll tell you what, that recoil was nothing. I was kind of preparing for a pretty good sized kick, and that was not bad. Granted, I'm only shooting 2 3/4 5 shot, but That recoil was nothing. It came straight back to you perfectly. Do we have our charging handle? Yep, we still have our charging handle, so that's good. Let's see if I hit that target even. Oh yeah, that's dead on. Look at that. A lot of guys had trouble getting these sighted in. And you got to kind of think reverse with open sights. But there you can see, look at that pattern. Hopefully you can see it. But that's, I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. About 18 or 19 rounds right in the center. 20. And then the pattern is really nice all the way around. It's a wide pattern, but we're shooting, 2 3/4 small shot. Nothing like, bird loads. Oh, there's a stovepipe. Lock back. Okay, we did have an issue. Go ahead and grab the other mag here. Stovepipe. And it locked back. So we had 2 stovepipes out of 10. That's better than a lot of videos I've seen so far. And I'll tell you what, these are all on point. Let's go over there and look. That's encouraging. Still got my charging handle, that's good. But look at this. Look at that. I mean, that is devastation. Might be hitting a little low, but I'm aiming right in the center here, so I'm as high as I can go. So that's about as good as I can get with that thing as far as height. But yeah, that's devastating. Sweet. So 2 stovepipes with those rounds. Go ahead and put a big load, big mama jamma in there. See how it does with that. Nice. Everyone cycled. Every one of them. That's good. Let's do it again. Load up 5 more. Charging handle still in. Those are some rounds there. Okay. Whew. That was fun. All right, here we go again. Safe on. Yeah. Clear. Still have the charging handle. Everything's good. Let me show you this target. Look at that target, man. That target is boobard. That's some good shots right there. It just basically took out that whole center. Look at that. Nothing there. Gone. So I'd say it's working. I'd say it's working. Okay. That thing is awesome. Look at the holes that threw in this cardboard. Look at that. Wow. I am happy, guys. This, so far, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with it, honestly. I know, like I said, a lot of guys have had problems with this thing, but I don't know. I think if you take the right steps to clean it and prep your mags and things like that, because I shot 3-inch and 2 3/4. Now 2 3/4 did jam up a little bit on me. They did stovepipe, but the 3-inchers came out of there perfectly. So nothing's really hot. I mean, it's got the polymer. This is a thermo defend that they say that this polymer base and this aluminum, whatever it is kind of a deterrent of heat. So that's a really cool thing. So yeah, it's fun to shoot. I mean, you know, I just texted my buddy on the way, or he texted me last night after I texted him about that I got this, and he's like, man, that looks like a lot of fun to shoot, and it is. You can get on target even with the open sights really well. I had no problem getting this thing on paper the first time. Basically all I did was ran my I ran my front one up to about the top of the rail, and then my back one I ran all the way up. So everything's hitting higher, and I may shoot some distance here and see if I can hit something at longer range, but we'll see. But anyway, yeah, that's a good showing for it first time out. And like I said, if you do the proper cleaning, and the other thing that I did was take out, I know some guys have had issues with these coming out, these screws and stuff. There's a lot of inertia to this gun, being such a short gun. So I'm glad that charging handle hasn't come out on me. That's the biggest thing I worried about. After, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, maybe 25 rounds, I haven't had any issues with it. So, but for this thing to shoot flawlessly for 25 rounds, 2 stovepipes with the shorter rounds, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And the devastation this thing does is incredible with the right loads. So it'd be a great home defense gun. Short, you can get around corners. You don't even have to aim it really. I mean, you can aim, but there's really no reason to have anything more than just that. And even up high, I have to shoulder this a little bit higher for me to see my sights. I wasn't getting anything out of that. I mean, my shoulder's not even sore. It rocks a little bit, you know, it wants to rock. But other than that, you know, I'm feeling a little bit on my right here. You can see I've got a mark right there from that thing kicking into this, to that magazine, you know, and a little bit on my thumb from the recoil dipping on it. But other than that, man, totally happy with this thing as of now. We'll see. And honestly, I'm just gonna be playing with this. It's I may do some training drills with it here and there, but more than likely it's gonna sit in the house and just be there for self-defense purposes. That's the reason I got it. And for $300, can't beat it. So that's my rundown of the Escort BTS12 from Hatsan. For the money, man, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm I'm thrilled with it. It feels good. It's nice and solid. And as you saw, it just worked. So those were old shells that I put through it too. Old 3-inch shells, and it handled it all. So anyway, thanks for watching Public Eye Outdoors. Got any questions on it, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there and everything you do in the outdoors. Later.